I had a couple topics I wanted to talk to you about, but I gotta start writing this shit down, bro.
Yeah. No, I swear it's always that way.
You need a lighter?
Yeah, give me a second.
We don't talk about it. We're going fishing. We got the gulp.
Oh, are those the freaking...
By Berkeley, buddy. 4-inch, 10-centimeter gobies.
Like, squishing those?
Might have to hit up the boys out east. See what these fucking units are used for. Yo, how much would I have to pay you to drink the solution that's in here?
Pardon? Bro, there's no point. You'll be able to cash the check. Like, why am I just holding these now?
Bitch, I'm a pothead. If you saying with smoke, fuck it.
Yeah, today's gonna be a fucking... Let me put William's fish back. Today's gonna be a shit show, buddy.
Yeah, and straight off the rip.
So many like beneficial ideas.
Yeah.
During the week, but nothing else now.
Yeah. Well, what'd you do? You just work all week?
Yeah.
Because like I get caught up in that.
I've been slaving like a dog, bro.
Yeah.
Just not even really. Yes and no. I've been drawn.
But like you do a lot of your work consists of like out of work time. So you do a lot of stuff at home for your job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
Ooh, I got a topic for you. This came up in my my law class this week, okay?
Oh shit, here we go.
So, we were talking about copyright laws and there's a few others there. But trademarks, you know what I mean? So that type of stuff. And we got on the conversation of tattoos. Now, I'd like to have this conversation with you, especially as an artist, right? Okay. Because it was around the concept of if you own, like you as an artist own a piece of art, right? A drawing, and you put it on my body, right? It is not my piece of art or anybody else's piece of art that they can profit off of. So this was an example. Hold on. I'll give you an example. There was a group that got, or it was NBA. There was an NBA player, and they tried to do a commercial with him, but they as an animation, like outlined the tattoo, and they got sued because the illustrator of the tattoo artist was like, you guys can't recreate that. Like, that's my work. I did that.
So in our industry, there's a lot of people who obviously aren't of the original aspect, and by that I mean like there's a lot of like copycats, and you go on Pinterest, it's pretty frequent, you'll go on Pinterest, somebody will come to you with a Pinterest tattoo. That tattoo has been done 10,000 times. So
that's true.
For a video game to recreate something, it's not like they had then taken it and was like using it in a duplicate way. They're just outlining it. Like there's artists making $150, $250, $350, $450 an hour copying people's works who have already been put out there.
Yeah.
And like on that same topic, like is Gucci gonna fucking sue because somebody replicates the ice cream cone on his face? Like,
but like, so I agree with that, right? But when it comes to brands, it's more why wouldn't McDonald's want me to tattoo McDonald's on me?
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. You see it the same
and
way?
Even as a perspective from an artist, if somebody that I tattooed got asked to be in a commercial, and that commercial then took their art and outlined it and showcased that in the commercial, that just gives me more of a reason to be happy, you know? Because my art is, it's not just on this person's body. It's not just going to be seen by this person in the shower. It's seen by everybody on TV.
Yeah, so that's like, true. I think like theirs was more...
It's an ego thing. The tattoo industry is ego. All it is ego.
I agree with you. But however, if the NBA is doing a commercial or whatever, and you're making said amount of money off of my design, that's where I think like you're legitimate to have a case. And bro, they won that case. Like he won that case. It was his artwork. He drew it first.
Understandable. I see like both sides of it.
It's copyright. Like he was the initial artist. I know what you mean. Like you can't copyright a flower tattoo.
Right.
But like the Rock's tattoo, I'm sure you could copyright that. One of Rock's tattoos?
Yeah, The Rock, yeah. Well, no, that's just tribal. Everybody comes in and gets tribal. It's just a
I
matter of where
guess.
you put it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I'm more so on the aspect of like you can't, not like you can't. Here, I'll give that to you.
Yeah,
Just 'cause
yeah.
You
Well,
can't
I'm-
copyright artwork. Like if somebody comes in and I tattoo them today, and they go 10 years from now and they blow up and become some crazy superstar.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see all of these celebrities who have all of these mediocre artworks or like even just perfect artwork, like
Mhm.
celebrities that go get tattooed and get put under and get bodies and bodies of work. These artists aren't then going on Instagram and seeing all these reels of artists perform and being like, you can't do this,
Yeah,
you can't do
yeah.
that. So it all, I don't know, it's in the way you look at it, I guess. That's kind of
Mhm.
like, I just personally think I wouldn't approach it like that. I would be
I'm-
super happy.
I am glad that you see it that way, because like as a person, that tells me that you care more about what you do than the money that you make. You know
Bro,
what I
when
mean?
I started tattooing, I was tattooing all my friends for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, let me practice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me practice. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, you just enjoy doing the art in itself, which is good. You are in love with what you do. People who are just in shit for the money, it's, I don't know. You will find success because you are chasing a dollar, and if you're chasing a dollar, you usually find it. But
Right.
it's hard when you
But
don't
it's-
love
it's
what you
different.
do.
It's different when chasing a dollar for a career. If we were comparing tattooing to this podcast that we're doing, we're
Mhm.
doing the podcast not to chase a dollar, but just to enjoy something and build something.
Yeah, yeah.
The tattoo thing, at the start, I wasn't doing it to chase a dollar. I was doing it to kind of just have fun and kind of learn a new skill. But then
Mhm.
it turned into the monetary value.
Yeah. Mhm.
Doing it full time and having to then use it. But
Yeah.
it all falls back
Like,
in itself, too.
If you do your hobbies and eventually you can showcase that you're good at it, you will, like, odds are you can probably find a job along that
Exactly.
line.
Bro, I tell everybody, if you have a skill and you think you're good at that skill and you've got over 50 hours or fucking of knowledge, research, anything in that skill and you're good at it, why not try and make a living doing it? People
Facts.
are fucking, you bake cookies, you sell cookies,
Mm-hmm.
you're at home. Some people work a bakery out of their house, man.
Yeah.
It's like we have a client who comes into the shop and her husband drives truck, but when she wakes up every day, she's turning on 3 or 4 ovens in her
Yeah.
house to make cookies from home.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
So it's like,
old retired women are
Bro,
some
she's
of the
like-
smartest
she's like
business.
30.
Really, dude, I find that old retired women are getting so smart, bro. So
you hand this
smart.
to me, or
They,
where did this
I
go?
handed it to you. They're getting smart, man. Bro, they have a side job of some kind. Like, they have a small thing that they do. I know a bunch that do around the holiday times. They will make gift baskets and stuff like that, right? So, like, maybe they have different types for, like, a male gift basket or a female gift basket, right? Or, like, an age difference as well.
Yeah.
And, like, you can buy 4 gift baskets. So, like, let's say I wanted to do something for your family who, like, I'm tight with, and, like, I'm not trying to get them, like, crazy gifts, right? Like, I get your mom a gift basket, I get your dad a gift basket. Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? So, like, I've seen a lot of people doing that. There's so many different little businesses. I'm just gonna start stroking. Make them hit it.
That's such a trip. Sorry to completely cut you
No,
off,
you're
but I
chilling.
just caught
It
me
is,
at the
it
side
is.
of my... No, what we didn't do yet?
Uh,
Welcome back to the Second Spliff, your favorite stoner podcast.
let's go.
Today we have a special guest. He's going to crack my nuts. We got a blunt instead of a joint. We're going to end up smoking some more joints, but it's been an eventful week, kind of.
What do we name, bro?
You don't have a name?
No. What do we
Thought that
name
was
him?
just a custom.
Yeah. I wanna give him a name.
You said you got more of these things?
Huh? Like little ones, yeah.
Little ones.
Yeah. Little small ones.
Needs to be a British name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Henry. Like just a classic Henry.
Only you could, like, curve
Yeah.
the mustache a little more.
Make him French.
How do they make these? Like, tabarnak. Oh, something.
Mato a taxi.
Did we get into that one
Yeah, we
time?
did that already.
I wonder
Yeah.
what we would have been doing if we were actually doing what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, like, you can't, like, live in what ifs, you know? We're here now. I'm chilling.
You ever see that video of the kid? I don't do if, buts, or maybes.
Yeah.
Only absolutes. Like, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle, so she doesn't, so she's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, like, the one British guy, he's on, like, the news doing some cooking show, and she calls her, he calls his food, like, a carbonara. And he gets so mad, and he's like, yeah, if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike, but she doesn't. Like, he just gets so mad. She's insulting his dish.
Can you cook?
Not really.
What's your favorite of your capabilities?
The cook? Like, probably like a mean burger. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Are you getting from scratch or frozen?
probably frozen.
Got
It's
you.
just like the most efficient at this point.
Got
but
you.
if I have like the resources on deck, yeah, I can make some fresh burgers.
Fuck yeah.
And like I'm all down for. I don't know a lot, but when it comes down to it, bro, shout out my mom. Like I have a dope mother who makes 98% of my meals, and like there's always leftovers in the fridge. So at the moment, I don't have to be doing much. But YouTube is the key to everything. Once I'm like on my own cooking for myself, I'm gonna be cooking Gordon Ramsay meals with the help of YouTube.
How was
boy.
the uni house? Because you had YouTube back then.
Yeah, yeah. I was cooking all right. That was more broke boy living. So like we, I had like, yeah. We don't gotta get it. I didn't eat much back then.
Hopes and desperation, eh?
And that's when I was working till like midnight, 2 a.m. every night. So with that, I wouldn't get back to the city till like 2:30 some nights.
Damn.
And everyone at my house is sleeping because I had roommates who were on regular day schedules. So I wasn't trying to clunk around in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to keep to myself. So it was a lot of like McDonald's on the way past, like as I'm coming home, or because I work at a food place, I eat their food.
Yeah, that's probably a blessing.
Yeah,
Working at a fast food place, that's probably the only benefit.
yeah, it's nice because you do get food, but like when I've worked there for a while, so once you've had everything on the menu like a bunch of times, you start to like want to strain from it. But that's when you can start to get creative because we have a lot of
good together.
Yeah, well, like we have a lot of things that can be made at my place of work, but we don't necessarily have on the menu. Like we have the ingredients for, like I make fire chicken Caesar wraps with like deep fried chicken tenders and stuff, or like
I've been wanting
you can
a chicken
go
Caesar wrap
yeah,
lately.
or like I make chicken parm sandwiches, garlic butter all on the bread and stuff. Like,
You
I make
can't tell me
fire
you don't know
food.
how to cook.
Well, yeah, I just don't get that active here, you know.
You don't get that active. He'd be running 2K on his ass, but
Yeah, fair. I won't take the 2K slander, but I will take the video game slander. I
Got
do
you.
play video games.
no, but
It's
that's
like-
fucking. You got probably like the best resource for learning how to cook. You work at a fast food.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's what's sick. Not just that, but having the ability to have food so easily accessible. Like the amount of times they have helped my family. When we had COVID, they were just sending me food, and like they gave a tab, but like they weren't like, yo, like you have to pay now, like what's up, you know what I mean?
Sick.
They helped out a lot.
Being an OG for OG
Mhm.
lets you.
So like yeah, we got a nice little tab going, and then they've always been super nice to me. When my house flooded and all that stuff, a lot of families in the town that I live in was affected, and bro, my boss was like, hey, like we got fans here, so like if you need fans, like let me know, like if you guys need help with that, and like obviously I offered off my help as well to like
Right.
them because I knew they were going through it too, bro. Everyone was. It was a weird little time period.
Fuck yeah. It's
So like
like
I live in a great community, dude. Great community. Everyone's so helpful, so nice.
I was telling her as we were driving through here how small and fucking how everybody knows everybody type of
Yeah.
thing, and like you can't even leave your
Mhm.
front door without your neighbor saying hi or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Personally, in the
hate it.
city, bro, my neighbors are assholes. I hate them.
Well, like
I'd
you
love to be
don't
out
know
here.
them. That's the city vibe. It's like you don't necessarily know your neighbors. Where out here, yeah, all the time. Every time I get in my car, I'm saying hi to my neighbor. If there's someone outside, I have to say hi. If there's someone on the street, I have to say hi. But like that's all I know. It's just a respectful thing to do. Do you know what pisses me off? With a big
Chat your
pisses
shit.
me off.
Chat your shit.
No, bro. Especially from being from a small town. If you are driving on the road, or sorry, if you're driving on the road, okay, and there's someone walking, all right, someone's walking on a road, and you move out of the way for them, I expect you to wave and say thank you. Why are you
Courtesy.
walking on the road to begin with, bro? Get off the
Courtesy.
road. I'm being nice to move out of the way. Say thank you. It's not that I want to kill you, but like I could have realistically, right? I took the cautious and safe procedures to move out of the way to ensure your life and my freedom, okay? I'm not asking for much. I don't want to thank you. Just give me a little appreciate it. Like a little wave. Don't put your head down like you're entitled, all right? You're walking on the road in the pitch black of
Holy.
night. Crazy.
Didn't you tell me a story about somebody you found laying in the fucking middle of the road in the pitch black of night?
Yeah, this is fucked. Okay, yeah. This is whack, dude. So fucked up. It's like me and 4 or 3 of my other coworkers, okay? I'm taking a delivery, and they just got off of work, so I'm driving them all home because they all live in like the same area. So it's me and the 3 of them boys, and as I'm coming around this corner, I can see out of the corner of my eye like hair, like blonde hair. Like I can see hair like on the ground, and I'm like, the fuck? Like that's not okay. So like I was going pretty fast, so it took me a second to clock what was happening, to like register in my mind that like something could possibly be wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I loop back around, and I go and I like hop out the car because like I realize right when I pull up that like there's a person laying down on the side of the road. And so I run up over there, and I'm like trying to see what's up. And they like lift their face, and I recognize the person, dude, because like I said, like small town, like you know every single body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm like, are you okay? Like what's wrong with you? Da da da. Like she told me what was up. I'm not trying to like air out her dirty laundry or anything, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, she was just going through it, bro. She ended up like, she had to get out of the vehicle that she was in, and like she just decided to take a break there, and she was just emotionally overwhelmed. And
So this bitch laid down in the middle of the street.
not the middle of the street, side of the road, in the grass. Like as I'm flying past the street, I can like see her. Like there's the curb and a patch of grass, right? And she's in the grass, and the grass is kind of tall, so like
Dead body?
I barely seen. That's what I mean, bro. I thought I seen
That's
some
crazy.
shit. So like, yeah, I was checking to make sure she was good in that. She was, and then as I'm at work, right? So I tell the kid in my passenger seat, I'm like, go deliver the food, because like I can't like
Yeah, you can't just leave her
yeah,
there.
and like I can't leave her either, right?
Yeah.
So like I texted her friend that like I know she's tight with and like chill with, right? Like
Right.
in good hands with type shit, and yeah, like he met us and like they went back and whatever, you know, like she got her piece, but like that was whack to me, bro. Like just finding like someone laying down on the ground like that.
So like, do you know like the story prior to like how she ended up there type of thing? Like, was she like drunk? Was she fucking just wild?
She was, yeah. Her mom, bro. Her mom kicks her out of the car and leaves her on the side of the fucking road. No shoes, no nothing. And she was just emotionally a wreck, just like laying there crying when I found her. Yeah. That's why she was all like, 'cause she was just, she was in a bad spot. She was like, she was underage drinking, you know what I mean? So like her parent was not content, and like rightfully so. But
Many factors played into it.
yeah, but it's like, and it was by no means a good temperature for you to leave your kid
so
outside.
she was cold.
And yeah, it was.
What time of year was it?
I don't remember exactly. I don't. This was a fat minute ago, like a year and a half ago. But like, yeah, it was just whack to me.
So probably like
I can't
end
fathom.
of summer, winter, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. I can't fathom some people's thought process, like to like think that you could do that to your kid. Just like, all right, get out the car, and like
Even
it
like-
wasn't even a walk home. Like they weren't close to home. It wasn't like, hey, like I'm mad at you. You can walk home from here. It was like whack.
Even like the whole like, this is completely steering away from like humans, but the whole abandoning animals too. Like, how can you abandon like these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
Dude, I watched this video for about like 5 minutes, and it was a police chase, okay, of this, like these cops chasing this guy. This guy's doing the dash. He's on the run, swerving the interstate and shit, bro. This man ends up like clipping his own back end off somebody else's car, spins out, the thing flips, and he gets out, and the second at like the car's fucking upside down and wrangled, whatever. He like gets out, and the second after he gets out, his dog runs out of the car behind him.
Really?
And like, bro, if you want to play with your own life like that, that is fine.
Yeah.
But like, don't take your dog's life with you because you don't want to. Like, that's crazy to me.
I seen a video the other day too. Somebody just like opening the door on the interstate and letting their dog out and like telling them to
I
go.
seen that.
Bro, like, I'm more pissed off for the motherfucker who filmed it. Or at the motherfucker who filmed it. Because you're going to watch that happen instead of getting out, stopping traffic, picking up that dog and punching that motherfucker in the face.
Yeah.
If that person who filmed the video didn't take that dog home, I hope you see this neat shit. Straight up, bro. Straight up.
Like, I seen one where that happened, like on the interstate, and then the girl in the passenger seat's filming, and they let the dog out, and she goes, "What the hell?" And she goes to step out of the car. She opens the door, and the dog just runs and jumps into their car, and they're just like, "Oh, okay, we got a dog now," and they just kept it, drove off.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
Like,
I don't condone having a zoo, but if in a situation like that, bro, I seen a pitty running down the road like last summer. I had Chase in the car. I almost stopped and just like grabbed the dog just because I was like,
oh, okay, yeah.
y'all gonna take it and euthanize it,
Well,
and fucking this, that, and the other.
The dog that I have now, Mr. Finnegan, okay, we are his third home, okay?
Really?
Yes. So his first home, he had owners for years or whatever, and they went away on vacation for like 2 weeks, and they had like family friends house sit. Or not house sit, like dog, like, hey, like, can we drop off your dog at your house? Like, you guys take care of the dog, or like while we're gone for the 2 weeks. They're like, yeah, sure, of course. Like, she was a very nice woman, really, really nice woman. Yeah, of course, no problem at all. Go, 2 weeks pass, and they haven't heard from him at all. So like, they like check in. They're like, hey, like, like, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed your trip. Like, you come to get the dog, but you know what I mean, like that type. And they look through all of the stuff that they gave him for the dog, like to take care of the dog, everything, the papers, everything. Like, yeah, they just abandoned the dog with that family. Now, the unfortunate...
I have a couple questions.
Okay, yeah. I have possibly some... I don't know, shoot your question.
Do you know what happened to the family who dropped the dog off after? Did
Nope.
the person ever get in contact with them?
Dude, they're family friends and never heard from the person again.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Now my other question for the person taking in the dog. I understand if you don't really have a dog, you don't know what the dog needs for a 2-week time period.
Yeah.
But that bag's got to be pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah. Realistically, it would just be like vet information, papers.
Food, toys, harness, leash,
Yeah.
bowls.
Yeah.
You'd hope the owner prior was a good owner, so it was obviously not if they're getting rid of the fucking dog.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, yeah, how do you define that, right?
Because, like, I see there's such a difference in the way people treat their animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I treat my dog better than half the fucking parents treat their
Kids.
Yeah,
no facts.
So it's like...
Yeah. See, like, and
I
then
don't know.
after that, the woman, like, she had 3 kids very young, okay? And she worked. So she doesn't really have time to take care of a dog, right?
Right.
So she made, like, the smart, conscious choice to, like, give it to somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in that position, like, if you know that you aren't cut out for the responsibility in front of you, like, sometimes it's okay to pass stuff off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you should definitely have to do your own fucking... They should make you pass an exam, just like a driver's
Like
license.
to be a
pet owner. No matter what
Yeah.
fucking pet. If you want to be a fish, you got to make sure that you're not...
I don't know, bro. I
Like-
got through high school and I don't know shit. Like,
Actually, okay, no, I can't
right?
talk on
I
the
can
whole,
get
like...
through any test, bro. If you read a test, not even half, 67% of the answers are in the test.
Yeah, for sure.
So easy.
For sure. But just the whole, like, I don't know, they don't let people drive a car.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let people get a gun. without a license. Like, especially some of the people who can't train their dogs, or they train their dogs to attack people. It's like, all
that's
right,
crazy
so
to
now
me.
that's a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
I have to keep my dog muzzled up or on a leash under my fucking legs the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But this little thing here, because that motherfucker doesn't know how to train it.
Mm-hmm. Dogs are a weird one because I think each breed of dog needs a different thing, right? So
Oh,
you
for
have to be
sure.
very inclusive of that. That's why we do have smaller dogs. Like, we don't have the yard for a big dog to run around and enjoy.
Right.
And like, I would love a border collie in the future. I'd love those dogs. I think they're beautiful and so smart. But I know that I need a yard. Like, I'm not gonna get one if I'm just in an apartment. Like, those dogs need to move. Those dogs need to
Yeah.
run. Like, get them legs going.
I personally feel like we should have like an aptitude test for like compatibility. So like if your schedule is completely like revolved around laying around or fucking sitting and watching TV, like you should probably get a Chihuahua or some sort of little dog that's gonna be completely content with being disregarded.
Get a
I don't
cat.
know.
If you
Cat.
sit around all day, get a
Yes.
cat. I have a cat. It's the dopest thing in the world. It just wants to hang out around me. Just fire. Get a cat. Shout out on Deezy.
Shout out my Wandas.
She gets in screaming rants, bro.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
just
yeah.
sits around and just meh, meh, meh. She just sits there and screams. So I have to like go downstairs and chase her. You know.
I've been kind of trying to get used to cats lately. I'm allergic to them, so it's kind of hard to like test my boundaries.
Yeah.
She got a couple of cats. They're kind of dope. They fucking run around.
I love cats.
They're G's. They like climb in her bed and shit, and I want to touch them and I want to pet them, and I'm terrified because if I like I had it before. I don't know. So I got somebody I know who is allergic to peanut butter, and every couple years they test if they're still allergic to peanut butter. They'll eat like a fucking Reese's Pieces or something, and
Okay.
just like one time I guess they had to intubate themselves and like take
Damn.
themselves to the ER. So like I always like think to myself, I'm like, damn, do I just like test my allergy real quick?
Yeah.
Because like a couple years ago, when fucking Jag used to have a cat, I was petting the cat, and then I rubbed my face and was like, whatever, and it swelled up to the point where like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't fucking see.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like, I don't know.
It might be like depending on, because you can't be that allergic to her because you wouldn't be able to like go into someone's bedroom who has a cat if you were
Okay.
like
Yeah, that does
airborne
make kinda
allergic
sense.
to it, right? Whereas
That
if-
does make sense.
yeah, if you were maybe like you're saying, you have to touch it and then expose it to yourself,
Like in my own airways type of deal. Like,
yeah, you couldn't like headbutt a cat, but you're okay if it's
Nah.
like in the same vicinity.
It's such a trip. They're kind of cool. I like the hairless cats. I wonder if I'd be allergic to them.
They're different. Yeah,
Mm.
I think that's their like prime selling factor.
They're expensive though.
So, like, I have such mixed thoughts on them because I
I-
think they're kind of cute and the most ugly thing in the world all at the same time.
You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I have this first part. You're not gonna hate me for, but I have a client I tattoo, and they have a hairless cat. So they came and got a tattoo, and then we got on the whole topic that they were watching a documentary on Sphinx cats, and back in like Egypt and times and shit like that, and like leading up to our era now, even in like Mexico and shit, people tattoo those cats in prison.
Really?
There's like,
Damn.
yeah. So
That's
I'll,
cool.
I'll find a picture and I'll fucking
Yeah.
overlay it. But
Huh.
there was this one article I read. It was like, fucking Mexican cat escapes fucking prison, all tatted up, like hairless cat. Dude, this
Damn.
thing looked like it'd been through the ringer.
Damn.
Like just straight, yeah.
That's so fucked.
But like, I wonder how the whole process of like, obviously I'm not going to and I don't condone it, but how do you tattoo a cat? How do you hold it down?
I
How do
think
you-
you don't. I think there's one very obvious answer of how you
It's
tattoo a cat.
animal abuse.
Well, like I was about to say like they probably like put it to sleep, but if you're talking like a deep Mexican
Bro,
prison,
it had a
like
chest piece, bro. Straight up like guardian angel, like throat tattoo.
there's
like,
no way it was conscious
I'll
at the
find
time
it.
of that
I'm not
tattoo.
using my
bro.
phone right now. Where's my phone? I'll find it right here.
That is might be
Oh yeah, right here.
its own unique
It was
form of
on-
animal abuse.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you got face tattoos, bro. Like
It looks like a demon though. It looks like a chihuahua.
those are some like proper
I'm trying to-
prison tats, though. I can't even hold you. Like those are.
Oh, that
good
cat
prison
would definitely
tattoos.
beat me up in a fight, bro. If I had to go paw for paw with that goddamn cat, I
seen
would
some
lose. Bro, it got a whole tattoo. Like,
That was bro on range.
Yeah. Bro on range.
I understand the whole like animal like. Actually, I don't understand the piercing of animals. Like
That's
you know cows and shit. Like obviously they're tagged,
Mm-hmm.
but why would you pierce their ear when you can just brand them like you've been doing for fucking centuries?
That's kind
And even branding is like a. I personally know somebody who got a brand actually.
Really?
Yeah, some kid I used to go to the skate park with.
Damn.
He came in to get a tattoo, and he was talking to me. He's like, "Look at this," and it was like all bubbled and fucking. Like, I couldn't even tell what it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what it was.
That's crazy. Isn't that like an American frat thing as well?
Branding people?
Yeah.
I don't know how well you can hear me right now, but it might be.
Because I think I'm pretty sure this is just from me growing up watching Blue Mountain State and seeing it in an episode. But
Maybe.
I've definitely heard of that.
I know one of the first people I've seen do it was like Bam Margera and fucking the whole Jackass thing, right?
Okay.
But bro got branded and then hopped like right away after into a fucking cold water bath.
Damn.
So like I'm wondering, obviously cows and you're walking through getting
Mhm.
branded, like
Well, cows don't have people skin.
no, but like
Aren't cows made of leather?
you know?
Like, I know leather's made
You
out of
know?
cows, but isn't it the same fucking way, back and forth? Like, I think their skin's different. Otherwise, they'd be using human skin to make leather.
They have them.
People use human skin to make masks.
Yeah, well, this is
Jeffrey
Criminal
Dahmer
Minds.
shit.
No,
But
dude.
you got me thinking. People are probably gonna think I'm retarded by thinking this, but
Mhm.
like I think I don't know, man. You're probably right. Like leather, well, no, it's hide though, no, and then it's turned into leather.
That's what I mean. Like, I know they're not actually
Yeah,
made of
yeah.
leather.
But like,
Like,
I get where
it's
you're
not going to
coming
be comfy like a sofa if I sit on a cow. Like,
from.
but no.
They should at least squirm though when getting branded.
Oh, bro, don't they do the whole, like, in the car? Do you not remember that in the cartoons? When they get branded? Ooh, they do the big cow lip shit. Have you never watched a cartoon in your life? Bro, that's what they do. That's what the cows do, bro. They start mooing all aggressive and shit because they just got branded.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never seen that? That's wild. I definitely seen that. I can picture like the cow's lips in my head.
I mean, like I'm gonna trust you. You want a border collie? Those are hurting dogs.
yeah, facts. Yeah, I'm a little farm kid, to be fair. I'm not really. Yes and no. It's weird because, dude, think about this, right? I'm not a city kid to a city kid, and I'm not a county kid. Like I'm not a farm kid to a farm kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not full stick, but you're not full city.
Yeah. Like, it's so weird. It's like perfectly in the middle. Like, let's go play some pond hockey.
Oh, I'm down, bro. Don't get me started. This winter,
Yeah.
I'm getting snow right now. Makes you want to kick a baby in the face.
We're gonna have to edit it, like we're gonna have to cut edit, but like listen to this shit. How do you not know this?
I know it,
Oh,
but like,
good.
I just don't know if it's better than slow motion. Yeah, I'm taking slow motion on that.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but all right.
See, this is where we need like the live stream, bro.
Yeah, to vote.
Motherfucker. It's a pretty gnarly game. Yeah, you're on a leash. People be pocketing my shit all the time. So, you know, we had to go and do this.
I see people with their kids on a leash, so I won't judge you. Do you know who I
Fucking
will judge?
Hmm.
I will judge anybody who doesn't let a specific type of person into their place of establishment. That's how I feel.
I very much agree with that.
Bro, how can someone sit there and be like, yo, you can come over. Come on through. Just no females, though.
Yeah, boys only club.
That's wild.
I didn't know we were grade 6, man.
They got cooties and
Like,
shit, bro.
straight up. Like, remember when you used to build like pillow forts and like your sister would run down and be like, let me play. No, bitch, boys only. And she gotta go invite her own friends over.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start our own collective.
Yeah.
No f***ings allowed. I gotta blurp that
We
out,
just
but you go.
we just gotta start like
I want to know what he sounds like, bro. I don't even give a fuck. Like,
it. Yeah, it's a joke to
I
me.
get my eyes going cross-eyed. Hey, man.
No, no females here. See, is that like a choice or like something that just keeps happening? You know what I mean?
What?
Like the no females there. Is that
no? I guess it's a choice.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's
I just
a
figured it was something that
choice.
just kept happening to him, so he made it a
no.
motto.
See, my thing was I asked her. I was like, "Yo, what is so special about this place that no females are allowed?"
Mm-hmm. Well, my thought was,
But wait, we can get around this. She identifies as a man. Yeah, I should have said.
yeah,
that.
we should have started
I
running
should
with
have
it.
said
It's
that.
2023.
I'm gonna blurt that out, but just still,
No,
we could
you
have
don't
got
gotta
around
blurt
it.
that shit out.
No, but
See, like, I don't know. If my issue is that if we had a cameraman, we'd probably be chilling with you tonight. But since our cameraman happens to be a camera woman, I don't know. You sit at home and figure that one out yourself, my boy. I don't have to explain it.
the craziest part to me was he was like, "Bro, you passed on such an opportunity. I appreciate you guys. This, that, and he's like, I could have got big numbers, bro. You have 2 posts on your Instagram page, and you employ or sponsor and produce for artists with 200 followers on your page, bro. We started a podcast in under 2 months.
Yeah.
Your artist that has been doing art for how long now? Making music for how long now?
See, like, I ain't going at no people and they jobs.
No,
You do
definitely
you,
not.
but like, I don't know, bro.
The ego needs to get left at the door. Just because you're in school for business management, manage your own business before you tell me how to manage mine.
I just ain't with the whole fucking no female shit. That's just whack.
Exactly.
You can't just exclude a dude. Like, that is the equivalent of me saying like, "Oh, I don't want any Indians on this podcast." That is a fucked statement,
Yeah.
Like,
and
it's-
yeah.
right? Like, you can't just
It's the
make
exact
that
same
bro.
thing.
Everyone is human. Everyone. She happens to have a job. Like, I don't. Got some thinking to do, my
It'd
boy.
be like if like he actually got an interview with like a reputable person and he had to go on a podcast with a girl.
Yeah, dude. Like, imagine,
Like-
like you are like, you seem to know what you want with your career, and like, I say you shoot for it, aim for it. I just think you're limiting yourself by literally limiting 50% of the population. But
Because bro,
by all
like,
means, go for it.
if you're making
Business
beats, business major. If you're making beats and trying to sell beats, bro, like you're not
I don't know
claiming
if you've
royalties.
noticed,
Like,
like a good, I'd say 50 to 60% of the new rappers that are coming out are female. Like, in the
City
last
Girl
year,
started it.
bro. Yeah, bro, in the last year.
Get more views too. So
Mhm.
it benefit him to be working with women.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It makes no sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, well. Opportunity not lost. It's
No.
okay.
If anything, I think opportunity won. Because like right after I closed that conversation, I had somebody else hit us up saying, "Yo, I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
I like this shit going on.
Mhm.
Like keep doing this, keep doing that." And I was like,
Mhm. Well,
sick.
I don't know.
I don't have time for stupid people. Straight up.
Unique interaction, we'll call that.
And he asked to be on the pod first. Let me knock on your door. Hey, would you like to buy this?
Yes, I would.
No, just kidding. I don't want to sell to you.
Why? Is it because I have a wife?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I even told him, like, here's my real Instagram. Because I was messaging him.
I was hyped for this shit. I found out that you don't smoke indica, okay, for some reason, all right? So I went out. What did I do? I bought you some sativa goddamn weed, all right? I am a nice guy. Don't try and run shit on me. We are hospitable, nice, polite people. But the second you tell me that we can't bring a member of our goddamn team over there, that's crazy. That's crazy. Blasphemy, my boy.
That's exactly it. I would have said the same thing.
Oh,
Same fucking thing, bro.
drives me nuts.
Holy.
Bro, I spent money on you, bro. I'm broke. Like, don't play. Oh, that's crazy.
Shit. He keeps hitting me up too, bro. Very entertaining. Thank you. That's
All
I
right,
can say.
I got a conversation switch for you. All right.
Word.
So I had a lot of my conversation comes from stuff from school because I just genuinely learn stuff. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
like adds things to my brain that we can talk about.
Okay.
Now, I had to do some research on cults,
Oh.
and
word.
I think cults are a crazy concept because I think there's so many different levels to it. Because I wouldn't join a cult tomorrow. You wouldn't join a cult tomorrow.
Depends on the cult. If we're,
You're just-
listen. We gotta think every scenario. That's what I'm saying. You gotta think every scenario through.
Define good cult. I don't think cult. I mean, I guess it is.
There
used
is some
to.
cults up in the mountains that like I've heard about where like they just train you to be at peace with yourself. That's a good cult.
That's fair.
You just-
I think. Isn't that?
Like
See,
a
that's
Shaolin
how
monk?
it all starts, though. Like, dude, you're so getting murdered. You're so getting murdered, bro.
Wash you and they're like, drink this Kool-Aid.
Yeah, bro, you end up drinking Kool-Aid, bro. So this is actually kind of messed up, okay? I had to do a project on that, the Jonestown
Yeah, I
massacre
heard
where they
about
had to
that.
drink the Kool-Aid. And, bro, 1,000 people died. 300 of them were children, okay?
Damn, I had
Now-
no idea there were that many kids.
Now, tell me something, right? If everyone's like killing themselves and stuff like that, right? Like, how many kids are realistically like if I'm a kid, right, and I watch Brody over there drink the Kool-Aid, another kid, and he starts dying and freaking out, I'm not drinking that, whatever they're trying to give me.
No.
So, not only was it a giant suicide, like people killed other kids, people like their own
Definitely.
kids, like
Definitely.
it is such a mind-blowing thing that someone has, one, so much control over their minds, two, someone has such little control over their own mind, right? So like I was saying, I wouldn't join a cult tomorrow, right? I think that victims of cults are definitely victims of things already in their life. Because what makes you think I have to get out of here so fucking bad that I have to go with these
Yeah.
people and change my life drastically?
What do you think what do you think about Charles Manson and the cult that he led?
Yes, it's relatively similar. You could argue very, very similar, except he got them to kill other people instead of themselves.
Right. So then, is it brainwash, or is it like
So-
willing? Because like if they're willing to follow him 1st
Mm-hmm.
and then they're willingly
Well, there's a
staying
reason
with
they
him,
go to prison. If you
Yeah.
commit a crime, you go to
Yeah.
prison. It doesn't matter like, oh, I had a cult leader tell me you did a terrible act.
Mhm.
So like that's not like it's an excuse in a sense.
No.
But when it comes down to someone, you have such full trust in someone that you're willing to compromise what you believe in is
Yeah.
crazy. I think a huge difference between the Jonestown stuff and Manson was Jonestown didn't happen in America. So it started in LA and it moved to a South American country. So Jonestown was built in a South American country, Guyana, I believe.
Oh
And
shit.
they built it there. So not only is it like, hey, come join your local cult, it's
But
move out of your
internationally.
country into another continent, right? Where you are no longer, I guess they technically were Americans. No, they weren't American citizens because
Yeah.
it was weird. They had ambassadors, so they're still American citizens.
Almost like an embassy.
They had kinda. It
Yeah.
wasn't an embassy, but like they had ambassadors who would like come and visit because they were American citizens, right? Like someone had to vouch for them in a sense. They ended up killing him. I listened, so my teacher recommended like movies to watch, and I picked that one out.
Okay.
I then listened. I found and listened a 44-minute audio of that event of the Jonestown suicide.
Of all of it?
Yes,
Like so they like from
from the preaching to the last 3 minutes of the video that are dead silent. You just hear like
so
fans. You just hear like It's just eerily so. You hear like the yeah.
I've
the white
got a couple
noise.
questions about this. How is like? How do I word this?
Weird
without
thing to
sounding-
listen to, my boy.
I want to know how it started. Obviously, you're saying by preaching, but did they like
So,
get
a
everybody
service.
around the fucking like the table? Well, how did it like?
So he
I don't know a
personally
lot.
he personally would do this thing where in the middle of the night he would sound an alarm, wake them out of their sleep, and say it's an emergency. You guys have to come into the. So they're already like kind of out of it. Like you're not fully
Mhm.
mentally aware. Like you just got woken up out of your sleep. You know. So yeah, he got them into like their main area or whatever, and his ultimate preach was they try to take from us, they try to kill us, they hate us, we da-da-da. If we can't live in peace, we will die in peace. And convinced all of them that, not all of them, a very large majority of them, that they were to kill themselves, and if they didn't comply, they were just killed.
So, the end story, did the guy who was preaching end up killing himself too?
Yes, but
Okay.
not by drinking thy Kool-Aid. Think about that. Killed 999 people and shoots himself in the head. You couldn't even go out like the people that you murdered.
How quick was the drink of Kool-Aid? Like, was it like, yo, here's a cup,
Like,
gulp, dead? Or is it, yo, here's a cup,
Gulp.
gulp, half hour, all right,
No.
all right, boom.
gulp. Oh my God, my insides are on fire. This is fucked. I'm screaming. My body's twitching.
If I were him, I definitely wouldn't have worded it in the way of like suicide. I would have been like, yo, let's have a toast.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all dead.
No, he told them like they were killing themselves. Like they knew what they were doing. They were like parents were, if their kids weren't like causing a fight, right? You know, when as a parent you try to do something with your kid, they forced their kids to go with them. Like they took their kids with them. It's just fucked up. But like
They're like the Gestapo.
from a mental perspective, he's like, do you want your kids to live alone in this terrible world? Like, take them with you type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, that's such a
brainwash. But like, I'd love to look into more of the victimology of cult victims because
Yeah.
it's just,
There's probably some, like, what do you do with all the bodies? Like, mass grave? Like, are they each getting,
now I'm pretty sure it's like a giant mass grave. Yeah.
Mm.
There was one woman that was hiding under her bed. When the alarm went off, she just like hid under her bed because she didn't want to go. And
Wait, there's a survivor of this?
yes, some
She's still alive?
lady. I would guess no.
'Cause-
I would guess no.
I find that shit interesting. Like, when I was in grade school, we had a Holocaust survivor come in and talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, now, fucking 14 years
That's
fucking
crazy.
later, you
Think-
can't... You
Yeah, you'd assume.
Yeah,
right?
they're
like
definitely dead. You probably can't experience that anymore. But how long ago was the Jonestown thing?
dude, that great question. You want to know why? It happened November 18th, 1977. And I'll tell you how I know that date. Because I did that research and watched that shit on the exact same Saturday, November 18th, just in 2023, exactly 45 years later, like to the day.
Do you know the time? Because that would be even more
I should have
eerie.
looked into that. It would have
That
been.
would be
It
fucked.
wouldn't have lined up. It wouldn't have lined up because I was watching it like somewhat in the evening, and like that shit happened at night.
You should have looked it up to make sure
I know,
you watched
but,
it
like,
on the moment.
Crazy. And like there's definitely science behind it, but behind like how frequent it happens. But days of the week don't correlate per year. as time
You gotta
goes
like,
on.
because you get a leap year. So like, my birthday has only fallen on a Monday once in the past like 12 years.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's like the odds that like they say like comets and shit, you see them every so often fly by.
Mhm.
It's almost like that.
Well, there's definitely science and math behind it, where like you can say every blah 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 years it perfectly recycles
Mhm.
from said point. But yeah, it was just wild to me that exactly 45 years later I was watching that shit. It was mind opening. That's definitely the first time I've listened to like a mass murder suicide. I don't love murder, but like
I love murder.
yeah.
Desensitize yourself.
No,
Okay,
that's when it gets crazy, bro. People.
Completely unrelated. Sorry, I gotta say this now just so I don't.
Yeah, don't forget.
Margarine is 1 molecule away from plastic and shares 27 ingredients with paint.
I think that's 26 too many.
Don't get Twitter. I
You
mean,
just see
get Twitter
murders
because
on
that's
your
the only
phone all day
news.
long.
Yeah, bro, it's the only news source you get.
Yup.
But like everything is censored, so Twitter's the best. We should start putting shit out on Twitter. Yeah,
Good ass pod.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I don't feel bad for ripping on you. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You encompass like 3 hours of my day today, and I'll never get that back.
Your morals are a little like, you gotta get them straight. You know, you gotta get them right. You can't discriminate against people. My
What's he gonna tell his kid? Like, how is he?
Well, he tells his kid that girls have pubes.
Yeah.
Boys have
Yeah.
cooties.
He'd just be scared of girls his whole life.
That's crazy.
Nah,
That's
it's alright though.
crazy.
It is what it is.
That's okay. We got a lot more guests.
Yeah.
That's like missing one
So-
guest that really wasn't gonna benefit us in any other way. It was just gonna be a conversation. Isn't a loss, especially when the ego is played a factor before
Well,
we even met the guy.
I mean, I can kind of like from that I was already like, okay, I don't have to have a conversation with you. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to have a conversation
Yeah.
with you no more. So like like even if we did go through with the podcast, it would have been a shit one because I
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been.
I don't even think we
not
would've
there,
posted it.
bro. Like,
Fuck
and
yeah.
I can't. Ain't no fake love around, bro. Like,
No.
I can't sit there and smile if I'm not a fan or like I'm
Yeah.
not happy. You know what I mean?
Even
Like,
him himself, he was like, "Yo, like it would have been a little awkward now if we do a podcast." And
no shit.
thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for making it awkward. Thank you for
We
having
appreciate
me,
that.
and thank you for being a bitch. Thank you. With that being said, we appreciate all the support on every single podcast. I posted a clip today on Instagram. Y'all been blowing that shit up.
Appreciate it.
We're the Second Spliff. That's our time. Thank you for always watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Been so caught up in